Horseheads, New York. It must be a mafia town. Horseheads, New York. Right out of The Godfather. Rudy Jean into the game. Comes to Callaway, three-pointer, good. In the face of Rodney Kennedy, and Scott McMillan furious that there wasn't more pressure. Hall back the other way in a hurry. Dishes for Brandon Kennedy, lays it in. Here comes Callaway back the other way on the attack. Behind his back with a dribble 3 times to Jean. Inside feed to Perot, and he just lost it out of bounds. Lynn ball, so Perot had an open look, but then rushed his attempt, and the ball slipped out of his hands for the turnover. Tampa man-to-man full court pressure, and Lopez will work against Jean, the diminutive Rudy Jean, 5'8" junior out of Gibson, Florida. Now Hall, top of the key. Took steps as he tried to release a pass. As Hall hesitated and waited for Brandon Kennedy to clear away from his defender and turned it over. For Lynn, that is turnover number 4. Tampa has just 3. Rudy Jean between the rings. Baseball pass to Morrison, hounded by Butler. And back to Callaway, NBA 3 right side, good. Chris Hall comes back the other way, charging. And comes to Brandon Kennedy. The ball's loose on the floor. Timeout Tampa as they grab possession. Chris Hall was on the attack the other way, flipped the pass to Brandon Kennedy, but the ball is defense on Callaway. And we'll have a word with Rodney as he sits him right next to him. Rodney Kennedy probably figured I'm going to give him a 35-footer, but he's hitting it. Callaway on the curl, receives a pass and lays it in. Rashad doing it all, scoring from all areas of the floor. Lynn attacking, and a blocking foul is whistled on Palat as he worked defensively against Brandon Kennedy. Pascal Schuler is in the game, and he may be drawing the assignment of Rashad Callaway. 32-28 Tampa. Chris Hall moves left around a Brandon Kennedy screen. Drives the paint, head stripped by Callaway. Callaway back the other way. Accelerating up the floor, lost the ball momentarily. Bodies all over the floor. Schuler has it. Pascal Schuler will bring it across. Callaway getting up gingerly. And Lynn has an advantage if they hurry, but not in time. Kendall Butler is bodied by Palat. Lobs back to Lopez beyond the arc. Moves right around a Kennedy screen. Finds Chris Hall left side. And a whistle away from the ball. A foul will be going against Tampa as Palat was bodying Brandon Kennedy in the post. Third foul on Palat off the bench. As team foul number 6. Lopez to inbound, still holding, comes into Brandon Kennedy, wide open. Jay from the left elbow is good. Lynn trails by 2 in a back and forth contest here from the Day-Hornley Center. Rudy Jean will walk it across, met by Lopez in the forecourt. Callaway denied the ball by Chris Hall. Now they come to Callaway right wing. The 2 All-Americans going at it. He lobs for Townsend low right, backing in against Schuler. That's a mismatch, but he airballed the 5-footer, and then over the back was Glenn Hunter coming in from the weak side. So the foul call on Hunter. That is team foul number 7. So Lynn will go to the line for the 1-1. To the line will come Brandon Kennedy. And Brandon's first trip to the line tonight. He has 4 points, and the ankle looks to be pretty solid. Yeah, the high ankle sprain against Concordia last week. Brandon, an 80% free throw shooter, delivers and hits the front end. Michael Vidal comes to the scorer's table, and he will check in for Butler. Brandon averaging 8 points per game. Shooting 47% from the field. Short on the second free throw off the front of the rim. And Rudy Jean receiving instructions from his head coach, Richard Schmidt. Will come across the timeline. Chest pass to Callaway. Callaway, left wing, probes the defense, penetrates the baseline, had it poked away from behind by Hall. Chris Hall has it. Chris working 3-on-3. Left wing Lopez, three-pointer short. Rebound Vidal, but a loose ball foul called on Michael to his disgust as he slams the ball to the court. And Vidal, that is his first. That should be his second, and they do update it now. Vidal is still scoreless. He does have 7 rebounds. Rudy Jean will come into the forecourt. Methodically moving the ball to the right side. Shovel pass to LeBruno. Back to Jean. Jean waits for someone to flash. Now penetrates right of the lane and a reach-in foul. Well, let's see if they give this to Lopez or Hall. Yeah, they're going to call it on Lopez, his first. Team foul number 6. Townsend. Inbounds to Callaway, low right. Backs out his dribble right wing. Spinning around, Hall kicks it back to Townsend. Three-pointer from the corner, yes. Townsend with a very pretty release. His second tray. He now has 8. Chris Hall, left wing, moves right around a Jukic screen. Over to Javon Robinson, now Schuler right side. Bounces for Jukic, who hands to Lopez. Just past Brandon Kennedy. His long two-pointer front of the rim, no good. Rebound Morrison. Outlet Jean. Accelerates up the middle of the floor, now will slow it. Rudy Jean works against Lopez. Directing traffic, baseball pass to Morrison. Morrison swings the perimeter to Townsend, who hands to Callaway. Back out front to Kelly. Kelly now to Townsend. He finds Callaway. Guarded by Hall. Doubled by Lopez. Pass deflected and stolen by Schuler. Pascal penetrates, leads for Jukic. Bo, hesitation shot, rimming good, and a foul. So the foul is called on Morrison to the disgust of the Tampa bench. Nice hesitation move by Jukic against a good shot blocker, and Marcus Morrison waited till he flew past on a little head fake and then laid it in. For Jukic's first bucket, Kendall Butler replaces Brandon Kennedy. Bo Jukic to the line, where he is shooting a mere 92%. 12 of 13 on the season from the stripe. It is Tampa by 2 in a high-scoring ball game, 35-33. Bo connects and converts to the three-point play. Lynn trails by 1. Chris Hall has definitely slowed his fellow All-American guard Rashad Callaway. Rudy Jean, hesitation dribble, finds Kelly in the corner. Lost his dribble, looks for help, and throws it away to Lopez. 3-on-2, Steven comes to Schuler. Three-pointer, long two, make it well short. Schuler followed his miss, though, and flips it back out to Lopez. Over to Hall. Left wing, Chris holds, puts it to the floor, drives, knifes in, lays it up and in with a left hand as he switched from right to left in midair. Lynn by 1. 3:15 to play in the half. Rashad Callaway, chest pass to Kelly. Jab step and comes to Townsend. Townsend took steps on his dribble drive, but they call a push on the Lynn defender. And that looks like it'll be called on Schuler. Or Pascal. That will be his first. That is team foul number 7. So bonus time for Townsend. And the front end upcoming. It is true. And that ties it at 36. Excellent crowd on hand here. Saturday night. Townsend's second free throw is strong. Rebound battle for and seized by Butler. Outlet to Lopez, and Lopez will walk it across. Now comes ahead to Hall, right wing. They move the ball laterally to Schuler, left side. Baseball pass Butler. Around the perimeter to Lopez. Jukic, three-pointer left of the key, rimming no good. Rebound Butler, but he had it stolen by Kelly. They come to Callaway, who's accelerating up the right side of the floor. No look pass to Jean. Over to the left-hander, Callaway. Rashad Callaway, crossover dribble, no look pass to the left-hander, Kelly, and he lays it in. Beautiful assist by Callaway. Chris Hall back the other way, drives in, had it swatted away, but a foul as Chris Hall drove to the hoop and put up a shot. And that may go against, they're going to call it on Kelly. So Hall the line to shoot two. Chris 1 of 2 from the line tonight. Chris 3 of 4 from the field. Chris looking to tie this ball game with 2 free throws. First one is true. Chris Hall, a 79% free throw shooter, leads the team in steals with 28 on the year. And in scoring average at 18.5 points per contest. Chris Hall's second free throw high archer is in, and we're tied at 38 with 2:20 remaining in the half. Rudy Jean comes in the forecourt, checked by Rodney Kennedy. Baseball pass over to Kelly. And the pass is deflected out of bounds to Tampa. It'll be Spartan ball inbounding opposite the Lynn bench. Inbound to Jean. Rudy Jean works against Kennedy. Fires a pass to Harris. Harris to Townsend. Back to Jean, right of the key. Jean, stutter step dribble, penetrates down the lane, dishes to Harris. Now it's Callaway. Gets caught in the air, but comes back out to Harris. Drifting three-pointer short, rebound Schuler. Outlet Hall. Chris on the express right side, pull up long three, good! Chris Hall from NBA range in transition puts Lynn up by 3. Hall now with 13. Callaway has 21. Callaway moves right around a Townsend screen. Callaway with a mismatch against Schuler. Jukes him, spots up for 3, back iron rimming good. What a soft touch by Rashad Callaway. That hit the back of the iron and still rimmed in. And typically a shot off the back of the rim will ricochet out. Chris Hall had it poked away by Callaway as the 2 All-Americans battle. 24 for Callaway, 13 for Hall. We are tied at 41. Pascal Schuler comes into Butler, who hands back to Schuler. Schuler looks for help, bounces for Hall. Moves left around a Jukic screen, splits the defense with a crossover dribble. Back out Rodney Kennedy, his 3, good! Rodney Kennedy with his second tray. He has 6. Rudy Jean for Tampa with 25 on the shot clock, 34 on the game clock. Remaining in the first half, we are tied at 41. Callaway splits the defense with a dribble and is mugged by Schuler. That is the 8th team foul. And Callaway to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. You watch 2 guards like Callaway and Hall, and you wonder, not to take anything away from Division II basketball, which is really terrific, but you wonder how all of those Division I programs missed on guys like this. Sometimes it's a player's decision. They'd rather go to a smaller school, smaller program. I understand that, but Callaway's front end is good. Ashton Graham, the 6'3" sophomore out of Toronto, Ontario, will come into the game and replace Harris. Lynn 44, Tampa 42. Free throw by Callaway. Second is missed. Kendall Butler off a trampoline above everybody to grab the rebound. 22 seconds left in the half. Chris Hall has it in the forecourt, guarded by Graham. Graham is their stopper, and he's in the jersey of Hall. Rodney Kennedy just inside the timeline with Callaway with his hands all over him. They run a weave out front, 7 seconds to shoot. 6-5, Chris Hall has it in his hands. Crossover dribble, penetrates the lane, got fouled, no call. Puts it up and in on the floating shot. With his side towards the rim.
AKA Mr. Go Get It. Then it's going to be warm up a little bit, son. Get the muscles warm. Put a little snow for you guys.
Callaway. Inbound comes to Rodney Kennedy. He directs traffic and gets a high screen from Jukic. Flips to Robinson, left wing. Javon jab step, now penetrates in the paint. Hits Jukic on his cut, goes up strong, but left the shot up short. And the rebound to Tampa. Callaway accelerates up the right side of the floor to Townsend. Faked the three. Throws it over to Hunter. Baseline Jay rimming no. Rebound battled for and picked up off the ground by Rodney Kennedy. Kennedy accelerates up the middle floor. Lob pass Vidal. Michael goes up strong and lays it in off the glass. Lynn by 6. Callaway surveys the court and now waits for movement. Rodney Kennedy on the assignment of Rashad Callaway. Over the head fires a pass to LeBruno. Drives the baseline. Leans in, forces contact. His shot up short. Long rebound to Hall. Hall works 1-on-2. Knifes in. Had it stripped by Callaway. Rashad has it. Comes back the other way. 3-on-2. No look pass Townsend. Three-pointer. Left corner short. Rebound battle for and captured by Vidal. He flips it out to Rodney Kennedy. Kennedy ahead to Javon Robinson, right sideline. Now Hall left wing. Chris moves right on a Vidal screen. Comes to Jukic. Over to Javon. Fake the three. Stutter step dribble. Now a crossover. Pull up 20-footer. Rimming no good. Callaway, the weak side board. And Rashad chases the ball up over to Townsend. Three-pointer. Top of the key. Front of the rim. No good. And the rebound to Rodney Kennedy. Kennedy on the express. Back the other way. Flips a pass to Javon Robinson. Out to Vidal. Lean in 10-footer. Yes! Vidal with 2 buckets to begin the second half after going scoreless in the first. However, contributing on the glass as usual with 8 rebounds. Lob pass to Glenn Hunter. Lays it up and in and draws the foul from Jukic as he body checked him from behind. And a young man out of Liverpool, England, will go to line to try to convert the three-point play. Hunter, the junior. That was his first bucket. Jukic departs with Kendall Butler entering. Hunter's free throw rimming no, and the rebound to Butler. Quick outlet Hall. Hall going 1-on-3 will circle his dribble out to the right. Comes back to Robinson to the foul line. Penetrates the paint. Kick back to Rodney Kennedy. Kennedy brings his dribble along the baseline. His pass is swatted away by LeBruno and out of bounds to the Knights. 50-44 Lynn. 17:45 to play in the contest. Rodney Kennedy with a ball slap. His inbounds is tapped away, but Vidal does control. Now Javon Robinson, 15 to shoot. Robinson, stutter step dribble. Back out to Rodney Kennedy, 10 to shoot. Kennedy right wing. Picks up slack with his dribble and leaves for Robinson. Robinson penetrates in the paint. No look pass. Hall, and he lays it in. Great cut by Hall. And Javon Robinson, the leading assist man on this team, found Hall wide open for the deuce. Callaway up top to Hunter. They reverse the ball. Townsend entry feed.